Ooh, there's a snake. Oh my God, this is crazy. You just want to pick one leaf to kind of cool down. Let's cook a steak, but first let's go foraging for some ramps. All right, so I've made it to the forest where all the ramps are growing, but I've run into a small problem. I brought my bike with me, but I need to lock it up on this tree here. But I have some valuables with me. And they're all in this bag that's attached to the bike. And I don't have my backpack with me. I left it at the car. So I have an extra battery pack that's very expensive. I use it to charge my microphone, my batteries, and all of that. I also have my really large silky saw. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna carry it around in my pocket, but it's gonna be annoying because it's so large. And then I have a few other items and stuff like that, like my fire starters and stuff. So I'm gonna keep it here. I'm just gonna lock up the bike and hopefully no one goes by this area. The main road is a little further off, and so most people are going through there, they're not going through this trail. And so hopefully I'm deep enough in to where no one's gonna be walking by as often. So fingers crossed that no one comes by here and takes my stuff. Yeah. All right, so I got it like this. There you go. So bike secure. Technically, if someone had a saw, they can just saw it right here and pop this off and take my bike. But let's hope that doesn't happen. So the silky saw here, I don't want to bring this along. I just want to bring the actual saw along. So this, I'm just going to keep here. This I'll put in my pocket or something. Like, this thing's large. It's really big. And I don't really need this right now because I actually carry around a smaller one. So this one here, I always have in my pants. Like these pants that I wear outdoors and stuff, I always carry this around. See, fits perfectly in my side pocket. Otherwise, this is probably gonna go here for now, like that. Okay, all set. Let's go. Let's go look for some ramps. So it's this trail right here, and then I'm gonna take a left right around here. This is just a large sort of hill. Basically on the other side of the hill is where I'm going to be hanging out, but this is the way to get to it. There's a bunch of plants that are popping up because it's gone really warm and it's been raining also, but because of all of that, we have a lot of ticks that are out right now too. Yesterday I was in my backyard and a tick somehow managed to get on me. And normally I don't have ticks around my house. Normally I would only run into ticks when I go outside into the woods and stuff like that. So like right now, as I'm going through the woods, yeah, probably going to have to check for ticks in a little bit. There are a bunch of violets and stuff like that too. Look, these flowers here. These flowers can be picked and dried, and you can use these for really nice tea. I haven't done it before, but apparently the tea turns purple. And the cool thing about this is that you can then put an acid into the drink and it'll turn it a different color. So like if you take this, it will be purple, and then you put in some like limes or lemons, it'll change the color of the drink. It is so hot. It's like 86 degrees right now. Okay, I gotta watch where I step also. Do not want to twist my ankle or anything like that. Yeah, I'm already seeing a few ramps, but they're not very thick right where I'm at right now. Let's go a little further in. What I plan on doing is I'm gonna just pick a few ramps, just leaves like this. I may dig up a few, but this area is very sporadic in these anyways, and so I don't want to kill the population by pulling up the bulbs. I'd rather just pick a single leaf. So you see that? There's a bunch more ramps that are growing in this area too, but this is nice and healthy. Nice and healthy leaves. So all I'm going to do is pick one leaf like that. Ideally, you want to pick from the ones that have 3 leaves, but this is fine. This will still seed. And so that one's good. I'm not sure how well the camera is going to pick up all of this, but yeah, I'm going to be picking just single leaf from these. And I'm seeing signs that deer may have been here eating some of the ramps too. Sadly, the deer are not aware of ramps taking a long time to actually grow. And so they don't have the ability to be cautious about eating ramps, essentially. But as long as the bulb stays in the ground, for the most part, they'll stay alive and it'll just sprout next year. But my purpose here is to collect the leaves and allow it to seed. So that way it seeds, it drops the seeds, and then 7 years later, hopefully they'll germinate and start growing. So this area here is not that thick in the ramps, so I'm going to leave this be for now. There's a few that I can grab. Ooh, there's a snake. There's a snake. I'm gonna take out my phone and take a video of it instead. All right, there's the snake. You see it right dead center. Oh. I'm scared to like grab it. Ooh, it's so creepy. But this is a garter snake, so it's not venomous. So like technically, I can grab it and I'll be fine. I don't need to be worried too much about it biting. Ooh. Oh my God, this is crazy. I've never really done this much ever. I've never done this by myself, at least. Check this out. This is so cool. So it looks like it's eating something. Its belly is like big. Yeah, see? You can see that it just ate something. Oh, crazy. It feels so gross. So I'll at least show this camera. See, you can see its belly is a little bit larger. Right there. Ooh, 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 gross. Camera is focusing on my eye. All right, I'm gonna let it go now. Oh, that's so cool. In a survival situation, that would be my next meal. I was touching it by its behind and where like it pees and poops, I guess, or something like that. And so my fingers smell like pee right now. It's kind of gross. But I'm gonna keep collecting some of these ramps, and I may dig up a few and then we'll just bring everything home. Say it's healthy ramps like this that you wanna pick. You just wanna pick one leaf. So these 2 leaves right here is one plant, and then these 3 leaves is another plant, and that's a single plant. So you can pick one of the leaves from that plant, and then you can leave this, and so this, during the summer, will sprout a seed pod that will release. It's also worth noting that when you're foraging outside in the woods, to be very aware of your surroundings. So like once in a while, look up and then look around and check your surroundings. I know it's really easy to be engrossed into the act of foraging, and it's really exciting to forage for food, mushrooms and plants and trees and stuff like that, but it's always a really good idea to remain safe when you're in the woods, especially when there are possible predators or just other animals or things around you that could cause you to be injured or cause you to encounter danger. So just like earlier when I saw the snake, I was aware of my surroundings. I was able to see it and know what to do and such. I knew what it was also, so I was able to be a little cautious, but being able to actually handle it as well. And so just a moment ago, I was picking, and then I looked up and I see this large animal walk by. And I wasn't sure of what it was at first, and it kind of freaked me out. But then I kept moving along and doing my thing and kept an eye on that general direction, and I saw that it was a turkey, and then it just flew off. But this area definitely does have some other predators though. I'm sure that this area has foxes and coyotes, and so I need to be aware of my surroundings. And that's something that I just wanted to mention. All right, so I've got plenty of ramps now. I've got a decent sized bag full. I've got a few that are that have buds. I didn't pick a ton of them, only a few because they're small anyways, because it's real early in the season anyways. Later on, once they get a little bit bigger, I can dig them up, but I'd rather not. I'd rather leave them alone. That way, years to come, I'll have an area where I can forage. Because I want to be able to preserve this hobby. You know, I want to be able to preserve the ability to go out here and forage for these plants. You don't want to pull up all the bulbs and then kill off the entire population, because then you'll come back and you won't have as much. So it's always a good idea to practice sustainable harvesting. Yeah, I think I've got plenty. I don't need to pick anymore. Oh, I found a feather. Oh, cool. Found a feather. See? Feather. We're gonna head on home, cook up this steak, cook up the ramps, and enjoy. All right, everything looks intact. Even my ramp that I got earlier was still here. Wait, I don't feel my battery pack. Where'd I put it? Oh, okay, got it. We good, we good. All right, so I'm putting everything in. There was a guy that walked by. I can still see him. I have everything here. Just need to put the tripod in here. I'm real thirsty and hot. I actually I have a spray bottle to spray my face and arms to kind of cool down. Ah, that feels good. Ooh, that's good. All right, spray my shirt a little. I've got a bottle of Mountain Dew with me. Yeah, this video is not sponsored by Mountain Dew, but I will have a sponsored video by Mountain Dew soon. It's going to be really cool, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And they are paying me very, very well. That's so good. But yeah, I gave them a very high price, something that I have tried to do recently, you know, and so that means a lot to me. And they're paying me very well to do this campaign for them, and I can't wait to launch it. And so keep your eyes and ears tuned. You'll see some upcoming videos this month. And I'm partnering up with Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is basically Pepsi Cola, and so it's Pepsi Cola that is sponsoring me. But yeah, I'm real excited. I don't want to mention too much about it, you know, but yeah, just look out for some new content. Okay, there you go. Got that, we're good. Let's head home. Yeah, it feels so nice now that there's wind hitting the water on my face. Ready, let's go home and cook up some ramps and a steak. All right, I'm home. I got the ramps cleaned and I got the steak right here. I've got some nice garlic ghee. All right, here's the steak. This is a New York strip. It's kind of thin, so I'm gonna cook it real fast. Set the fat down first. Ah, there you go. Perfect. All right, that should be good. So I forgot to bring a cutting board out, so I'm gonna put it on this lid here to let it rest. That should be fine. There you go. So yeah, I'm gonna let it rest for like a good 5 minutes or so, and then I'll cut into it. I'm gonna go grab a cutting board now. While we wait for the steak to rest, we'll just cook some ramps. They puff up and look really cool. and weird. They look like balloons. Gotta add some Danos. It's always low sodium. This is the hot chipotle one. This will go well with the steak. There you go. Perfect. Remember this really cool knife that I got? We're gonna be using it today. Look at that. So sharp. Alright, we're gonna spice it up with some Danos hot chipotle. Just like this. There you go, perfect. Take all this, transfer it over to the plate. Alright, we've got everything. Actually have the steak laying on some fresh ramp leaves. And these are the cooked ramp leaves. Alright, let's start with a piece of steak. There you go. It's kind of like medium a little bit. You can kind of see that it's medium. It looks a little bit overcooked to me, but it's still really soft actually. It's real tender and juicy. Oh my god. Oh man, that's so good. Okay. Gotta add some more Danos though. Okay. There you go. Just like that. The other side. Yeah, see? It looks kind of medium rare, but it's actually closer to medium. Or medium done. Oh man, my mouth is watering. The Danos hot chipotle pairs best with meat. Alright, here are some of the ramps. Ramps, so the cooked ramps are so good. They're really sweet. And they have a very distinct flavor. It is like onions, but it's better. Right, here's a ramp leaf that is still raw. Now that is oniony, but it's sweet also. It has a subtle sweetness. And a spicy kick to it too. The other pieces like this here, they're pretty much done. But because it's a New York strip, it's still really tender. Spread it all out so that way I can like better season it. There you go. That's better. Let's do this. Amazing. This is so good. I'm gonna go inside and give some to Raven also. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please smash that like button to help out the algorithm. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And check out some of my merch on my Spreadshop. I'm going to be posting some new designs, mostly of Raven and a bunch of spring and maybe summer styled t-shirt designs and stickers and a bunch of other stuff. I've showed this already before, but basically this is a drawing of Raven, and I've already done a digital version of it already. I also really like this skull design. So this skull design is going to have the words "survival is simple, just don't die." So that's going to be the new design. This is a soft shell crab. Yeah. And then I'm also working on a plushie design for Raven. This plushie is going to be a sort of like a crowd-funded project, and I'm going to need to sell at minimum 200 of them. And I've spent time kind of designing it, and this is what I got. So that's Raven's head. Her arms stick out like this. She has her collar on. She has her body here. That right there is her tiny nub of a tail, and then her legs. So she's sort of like doing the Superman. She's laying down like this. I have the collar design. I have like 3 flowers that's on the design, the collar also. This is sort of like a bottom view of it. And so she's going to have like a marking right there under her like chin or neck area, and then right here is her chest design like that. So yeah, if you like this design, let me know. I want to know if there's demand for this, because I need to sell 200 of them. But the whole premise behind getting this done in the first place is to pretty much replenish Raven's emergency fund after her June 1st surgery. She's going to have surgery on her ACL, so her knee basically, on June 1st. And that's going to cost me a good like $3,500, maybe $4,000 or so. Yeah, that's a lot of money. And so I want to be able to at least like replenish that fund of hers, because I have a separate sort of emergency fund for her that I put in occasionally. And so if anything happens to her, I'll be able to take money out of the emergency fund and then pay for the vet bills and stuff. But this way, doing it like this, you get something really cool, you know, and I at least would get something really cool too, because I would love to have a plush of Raven too, and that I myself designed. And so this is really cool. And so yeah, let me know if you're interested in that, or if you would prefer maybe a soft shell crab plushie instead. I don't know, I'd rather do the Raven one because it makes more sense for now at least. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I'm going to be posting some more videos. I've got a lot of things planned, and so I'm trying my best to balance things out and get things done. And so yeah, I appreciate you watching. Hope to see you next time. All right, peace out.